Hey everybody, welcome to Criminal Justice Course 390, Crime Mapping. I am your instructor, Tracy Eldridge, and I'm looking forward to working with all of y'all this term. I really think that this is going to be a pretty great course, and you're going to get to actually use some of the mapping programs, so it's going to be really cool. So I'm going to share my screen so that we can look over the Moodle course together, and I can kind of walk you through our course site. For those of you, for those of you that might not be familiar with the online course format, up here at the top is all of my contact information. So if you need to email me, call, text, my Zoom link is right here as well. So that's how we're going to do all office hours, which I'm sure I'm going to see tons of y'all in here. Just kidding. I don't know why you'd want to sit through this. So when you can watch the video and fast forward through the boring parts, like right now probably. Anyways, it shows on here my office hours. I will be online every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 in the evening, unless otherwise told. I'm really sorry I'm getting distracted, but there's this like crazy glare in my glasses, so anyways, sorry. Anyways, so the first thing on here that I hope you've all noticed is the pretest. Please, please, please take the pretest. Get it over with. Don't start looking through the resources to find the answers. Just take the pretest. This is not graded. It's not going to count against you. It's just to give us a benchmark to see where we're at. Under here is the open discussion area. Please feel free to post in here anytime, any questions that you might have about anything in the course that you might want to talk about with other students or me as well. I post in there as well. The latest news is in here as well. I will post things. If you look in here now, I've got a little welcome note as well as extra credit. I always offer extra credit if you utilize the Writing Assistance Center. It's an awesome resource that ECPI provides. It should be right over here. One day I'm going to learn how to make like my mouse brighter so I think you can make it like a yellow circle so y'all can see it better. But right over here on your navigation bar, I believe is where the link is that says Writing Assistance Center. It's the WAC. You submit your papers there and they will edit them for you. It's a great resource. We can all use help on our writing. And if you do this, you can get an extra credit points on any and every assignment that you use it for. All you need to do is email me. They should send you an email back or just the document that they have edited. If you send that to me, then I will add 10 points onto that grade. So this is where any news announcements, when grades, things about grading, assignments, whatever. So make sure to check there if you have questions about something. Next, office hours. This link is not really effective. You can look on it. It's going to say, see the calendar. The calendar shows you that every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 is when office hours will be. Here is your syllabus if you'd like to look through that. I'm sure all of you are going to. Grade weights, again, that's going to divide out, show you the division of percentages between your written assignments, quizzes, things like that. Here's our course project overview. So basically you're going to be doing a written comp staff briefing that will also include a map of your area that you're going to be analyzing. So the project, here's your project timeline. It's broken up into each unit so that you can complete parts and not be in, week 5 going, well, don't have my paper done. By week 5, you will have all of the work already composed. So there's nothing due this unit for your course project. The first thing that's going to be due is going to be in unit 2. And that's going to be your cover page, your table of contents, crime information, and your crime map. So if you keep scrolling down, it tells you in here what needs to be on your cover page. Then you're going to have your table of contents, and then you're going to have your crime information section. So you're going to look at all of this information that's highlighted. Everything under point number 3 is going to be turned in with the cover page and table of contents in Unit 2. So, and then it goes on to discuss, what's going to be needed. You can read through here for all the other sections as well. And again, this is a great resource to use in making your table of contents, because it tells you what each section right here, it tells you each section. It also tells it to you, I'm pointing with my finger, which is not effective. Right over here, this tells you all of the sections that are going to be in your crime information, crime map, and their criminology theories, the strategies for crime reduction and prevention, manpower allocation, your reference page. In addition, that's not on here is also going to be your appendix, because you're going to make a map and that will be in your appendix. So you're going to want that in your table of contents as well. So there's your course overview, course project overview. Again, I didn't go into everything, but just want to give you a little brief what's coming up next for you, where to find that information. Here's a link to find information about APA styling and formatting. It's pretty straightforward in there. I recommend looking over it if you're a little bit confused about how it needs to be formatted for APA style. You can also very easily Google it. There's a lot of resources out there as well. Zen-Desktop. Later on in one of the later sessions in like Unit 4, I believe, I'm going to do a walkthrough. I'll do a screen share like this and walk through how to use Zen-Desktop for those of you that aren't familiar. This course, you have to be able to use Zen-Desktop. We will be using, there's a program ArcGIS that we will be, this ArcMap. Here's some information on it right here. We will be using that for a graded assignment, so you will need to know how to do that. I highly, highly recommend that you go on and try to access Zen-Desktop now. Make sure that you know how to access it, know how to use it. That way, by Unit 4, you won't have any problems getting that assignment submitted, and you can get that taken care of with either me or IT if there's a problem with you logging on before it gets to Unit 4 Sunday and nobody can help you and you're not going to be able to turn your assignment. So definitely recommend doing that. Here is your textbook information. Please make sure, if this is your first online course or first ebook, make sure that you actually create an account with VitalSource. If you don't actually finalize your account, you're only able to access that textbook during this course. So if in a later course you wanted to reference back to this book, because I know you all want to read it, after the course ends, maybe to your kids or something, get them to go to sleep. I bet that would be very effective. You won't have access to it unless you've actually completed your registration with them, and then you can access it after the course. I can't remember how many weeks, but it's for quite a while. So I definitely recommend doing that. And then here, this brings us to Unit 1. So each unit I'll put a little information above our assignments, kind of go over things that are important for each assignment that a lot of people in previous courses have missed. So I recommend you reading over that. A lot of that stuff is what I'm also going to cover in the office hour videos that I'm going to post each unit as well. So again, you can read through that right here. For those of you that maybe are new to this right here, if you click on this link, that will take you directly to my Zoom account, which is how office hours are conducted. So if you do want to join me, if anybody wants to join me for office hours, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30, that is how you do it. You click on this link and it'll bring you right there. We've got our introduction, our reading assignments, the lectures, and then here's your discussion boards right here. A lot of you have already done your introduction discussion, which is awesome. I really like that. A lot of you have also already done your Unit 1 discussion 2. For those of you that haven't, or if you want to go back and change things in case you missed this, I want to first say that you need to use your textbook as your first source for this. If you go into Google and type in 3 types of crime analysts, they're going to pop out. There are plenty of other people that call crime that might have 3 totally different crime analysts, or they might have 10 and you just pick 3 of them. And that will not be the correct answer. For the purposes of this course, we are using the textbook. So make sure that you go to your textbook as your first resource. It will have the 3 types of crime analysts in there. And give you information. Now, if you'd like to go use outside sources after that, once you know what direction you need to be heading, that's awesome, and I highly recommend that. But that is where I want you to start. Also, make sure that you are explaining things. If you notice right here, it says explain your response. So it doesn't just mean define the 3 types and say, yes, they should, employ all 3, and that's your response. You need to say why, or if you say they just do 1, you need to tell me why that you only think they need 1. Explain your response. And again, it says the same thing here. Explain your response. That's really important. Again, remember to always cite your sources. Everything that we'll do in this course and with your time in ECPI is going to be in APA format. So make sure after every discussion post, every paper, you need to cite your sources in APA format. For discussions, especially this one, it's not as critical. In the introduction discussion is not a graded discussion. This one is a graded assignment. So make sure that you're posting in 2 other discussion threads in addition to your post. Your reply posts are worth 35% of your grade. So assuming you get everything else perfect, the highest score you can make is a 65 if you don't reply in other discussion threads. So please do that. So our next assignment is, for this unit, is going to be your Unit 1 Assignment 1, which I'm super impressed because there are already people who have submitted this assignment. Again, for this assignment, I want to make sure that you need to make sure that you are writing in, and it says it here as well, you're writing in complete sentences. I don't want you to do like projection : and give me some words. You don't have to necessarily write in paragraph form. You can use, bullet it with a number system 1, cartography, and then discuss what that means, but you do need to be writing in complete sentences. Do try and use your own words. I know that you can go to your textbook and type in these words and find them. Some are going to be more difficult than others, but please don't go find them, copy and paste that into here, because when you write it in your own words, you're going to learn the concepts. You're going to get a better understanding for them. So make sure that you are doing that. And as a little thank you, well, maybe not a thank you, as a gift for those of you that may be enduring this video, I would highly recommend that there are some questions from your quiz that come from this assignment right here. So I would look at the different types of features, and I think that would be helpful for your quiz. So just heads up there. All right, let's go back to Unit 1, and again for that one as well, I'm sorry, I did not finish for that assignment. For that assignment as well, make sure you look at your textbook. There are a lot of those words that have other meanings than just, there's a lot of words that have multiple meanings. And so you might go online, type in the word, and Google might give you a definition that is not pertinent to this course. So if that's the case, then the definition that you provided, although it might be an accurate definition, is going to be wrong. So again, go to your textbook first for this information, and then if you need outside resources, then you can go there as well. And again, if you do use quotations, then you need to, or if you do use exact wording from the textbook or from an outside source, you need to cite that in quotations in APA format so that you're making sure that the reader, me, knows that you are not trying to say that those words are your words and not somebody else's. Our Unit 1 Assignment 2, you're going to click on this link. It's going to bring you to this article, and you will be answering the following questions. Don't freak out. You're only reading pages 2 through 4, so if you'd like to read the whole article, that's fabulous, but you do not have to for this specific assignment. One thing that I would like to point out that in previous classes people have had issues with is in Part B, it says, where is it? Police officers, wait, where did it go? Oh, okay, I looked at a different assignment. This is not that same assignment. Okay, so not for Part B on this one, it's a different one. You'll find that out in another assignment. But just make sure that you're answering all of the questions. It says argue in support of or against it, and make sure that you actually give me some information. Don't just say I support it. Back up your statements, explain, again, cite everything in APA format, and cite your resources. And then that should be it. Oh, I think it's the Unit 1 Bibliography. That's what I was. Okay, sorry. I got ahead of myself. So for the Unit 1 Bibliography, again, you're going to do the same thing. You're clicking on this link. You're only reading the 80 through 103, which is a lot, but I totally believe in you guys and you can do it. And you need to answer the questions below. And this is the one that I got ahead of myself. So for 1B, again, you're going to explain the 6 types of crime displacement, and then answer the question. For 1B, this is important. It says, how does crime mapping assist police officers, investigators, and managers? That means that you need to provide information on how crime mapping assists police officers. Then you need to provide information on how crime mapping assists investigators, and then provide information on how it assists managers. It assists each of them in a different way, and you need to make sure that you cover each of those ways. So don't just say, crime mapping assists police officers, investigators, and managers, and that it helps map crimes and allows them to see where crimes are happening. No, I want to know specifically how it helps each individual group. And again, cite everything in APA, even though it's just practice using APA formatting. And then finally is going to be your quiz. And as another little bonus, if you've made it this far in the video, a hint for the quiz, another hint, I would recommend knowing whether or not crime mapping is a new phenomenon in criminal justice. May or may not be on the quiz. I would recommend looking it up. So anyways, that's a brief overview of what needs to happen in this unit. This course is very heavy on assignments, so please don't get behind in your assignments. Not all of them are long. As you've seen, most of the assignments are shorter, but there are a lot of assignments. So make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're taking the quiz. If you have any questions about any of the material at all, please let me know. I'm always available through email. You can call me. Not always available through calling, but I will call you back. And texting, messaging, whatever. So just let me know. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. So I hope you guys have a good evening, and I look forward to working with you this term.